ultimate question here, and I'm going to field everybody out there so you can say yes or no, since I can't see your hands. So, are people in the occult evil? People who do occult practices? It's not a trick question, I promise. It's not an A, B, or C, D answer either. It's just yes or no. Oh, I'll answer it for you. I'll take you off the hook. So, no. Generally, people within occult practices are not generally evil. And then again, we're going back, if we have to backpedal a little bit, evil is a very relative term. So, can you do bad stuff with the occult and black magic? Yeah, you can. But that's a big old but right there. But the truth is, we're going to go back to it. Like I said, we're jumping around, right? Whether you're ready for it. I hope you had your coffee or whatever you need. The blatant truth is that any magical practice, prayer, or matter, or meditation, or intent can become black just because you have an opinion about the author of a specific author or book doesn't make them evil. Evil is not only terribly relative, but it takes actual practice. You realize that? That people who actually deem themselves that like the devil, oh, I'm the devil, or I'm this, or I'm that. It takes a long time in practice to become that much of a spaz. I mean, seriously, I mean, you've got Aleister Crowley, which I do have respect for the man for some of the things that was able to accomplish. I mean, we have a fair amount of data from this guy. And I mean, founder of the modern OTO, for those of you that don't know, the Golden Dawn, Thelemic, modern theistic Satanism. So the difference between a Church of Satan and theistic Satanism is that in Church of Satan, they don't worship Satan. That's just bottom line. That's period. They don't worship Satan. Theistic Satanism, Satan is worshipped in practice. So Church of Satan, nihilistic, empowering, learning more about yourself and trying to get better at being the best person that you can be is actually, you would think that they were a Christian group, most of these people. And you can laugh. You can go ahead and laugh all you like, but I have a lot of friends that are from the traditional Church of Satan that are nothing of what people would think that they are. They are scholars. They are people who do TED Talks. They are life coaches. And they all belong to the Church of Satan. And proudly, they're people that are improving their communities. They're people who are writing books on self-improvement. They are highly intelligent individuals. And just because they don't believe in a God or the way you would believe in God, let's say, because, yeah, there's some, different ways of belief within there, but they don't believe in killing children and eating them or anything like that. That's not the Church of Satan. That's not what they do. So that's the long and the short of that. So potato, Volkswagen bus, two entirely different things. So running across the internet, seeing all these things on Facebook where, oh yes, my name is Asmodeus. Dude, not only did you spell Asmodeus incorrectly, but I don't even think you know who Asmodeus is. People on Facebook. I am the great and mighty blah. Well, blah. Bet you can't spell Cthulhu backwards. A lot of esoteric modern lore and occultism is actually based loosely off things that were written by H.P. Lovecraft. Did you know that? A lot of it, like the people who have books in Wiccan and esoteric bookstores, things like that. And it's a sad, sad fact but H.P. Lovecraft was a great writer. He had an awesome imagination, and I wouldn't want to run into in the middle of the night to Cthulhu. I wouldn't want him to be driving me insane and into the abyss or whatever. But I just think that actually having time to actually think about it, that Cthulhu is just another word for Leviathan, which Leviathan is an actual demon, a very mysterious demon that is the abyss. So Leviathan is actually said to be so large that he is immeasurable. He's mentioned in the Bible multiple times in multiple different ways. So, like I said, start if you want to start esoterics, anything, start reading the Bible. And if you can handle that, I got more for you. So, I've even seen people do stuff as crazy as it's not just with movies, because there's some great movies out there, but you know that the devil and black magic and occultism and all this other stuff has been in movies since the 20s and in plays even before that. And it's not just the fear of a devil or the devil. It is the worship of or cause and effect of service, which I thought was very interesting. I actually reviewed about 25 of those movies. I didn't watch them all, but I actually saw little pieces of them. They were really interesting. And some of the older movies, I was actually taken aback by how relatively, I don't know, spot on they were with practice and basically just the execution of ritual and everything else, right down to it. And then you've got these little, excuse my language, little dudes or dudettes or whatever on Insta Smash or see me for 3 seconds and then it's gone, or whatever app you want to use, selling your soul or saying that they're going to sell their soul to whatever deity, mostly, I hear buddy air quotes again, the devil. And it's like, I can just see that here's this individual going on eBay, because I've actually seen listings on eBay for people selling their souls. It's kind of funny. Or in solitary ceremonies, and picture a room filled with candles and a sheepish whimpering soul sitting in the half light, hoping to not catch a shadow, trying to wish on a genie to send them to bend their will, to give them that one thing that they're not powerful enough to try to grab on their own. It's like, so you're willing to give over your immortal soul to something that not only do you not understand what that all entails, just so that you can get what you think that you're going to get, that you think you need right now. I just don't understand that. But once again, children, if you have not figured it out yet, everything is will and intent. Your prayers, your meditations, the words that come out of your mouth. Why do you think it's called spelling? Don't speak things over yourself that you would not want to have come to fruition. Like, don't say, "Oh my gosh, I don't have this," or "I'm so this," or blah blah. You need to think of those things before they come out of your mouth, because when you are saying something, even inwardly, you are giving life to that thought. I'll give you a second to think about that. You are giving life to the intent, to your intention and your will to think that thought and put it out into the universe. So make sure that your thoughts and your thought processes are where you want them to be. So I know that we're not all always going to be sound in the mind and have a great day and it's going to be cute and fluffy bunny time all the time. That's just not how life works, and I know that. But sometimes we have to slow down and realize that sometimes the drama in your life is created by you. And don't go, oh, no, no, you just don't know my mom. No, 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 no. I have one of those moms. And I'm very fond of the end call button on my phone. It's like, bad reception. Click. Or other things that happen, people that yell at you. You don't have to take that. You have a bad day. You don't have to be a doormat. You need to stand up, right? So remember, your will and intent is everything. And that's not being evil. That's just self-preservation right there. So the other visual that I had with these kids or younger adults or whomever being sheepish and sitting and cowering in the corner about the things that they need to do in their lives, but they're going to have some grand demon, daemon, whatever you want to call them, schemian, I like to call them, because not all of them are that. I call them schemians because they're a lot of times they're these things that have been put into the universe that aren't a demon. They're just a malevolent, sick thing that likes to screw things up. So, for lack of a better term. So, don't give them the power to do that. So, quit putting your words or your spelling into action. I mean, I encourage you to start now, even when you're talking in the chat room, or even when you're talking about yourself or how your day was. Somebody asks you how your day was, don't go, I stubbed my toe. Say, oh no, my day was great. You know, I hit my toe a little bit, but I'm okay. That's a good way to put a positive spin on something instead of making everything dark all the time. So, but going back to thinking of that person in their little huddled mass, we also get the visual of somebody going to the crossroads, which is a very classic ritual of people doing. Was actually mentioned in movies. It's been mentioned in articles, books, things like that. But my favorite is sitting in a darkened room with a golden puzzle box, trying to figure out the puzzle as you slowly work your fingers around, and the box teaches you how to unlock the puzzle. You either unlock the doors to heaven or you unlock the doors to hell. Hellraiser, that's an awesome movie. I mean, where are the Cenobites when you want them? You know, Pinhead. Not everybody can see Douglas Bradley every day. There's always only ever going to be one Pinhead for me, but I liked their portrayal of what hell would be. Hell making it what you ultimately put into it. Everybody's hell being different. I thought that was very interesting. But going back to Madam Webster and her noun, black magic. Magic that is associated with the devil or with evil spirits. Madam Webster is a hater. Either that or she just didn't want to spend any more time on just recanting and regurgitating the word. Because if you look at Wiki, which is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I had so much fun looking that up because I'm like, wow, you guys, your information is totally haywire. But there's so many loads of sites that promise you the world or promise that they know everything about anything. And what I can tell you is that all anybody's ever going to know is a little bit about a lot of things, which that's my category, because I'm never going to be a master of one thing. It's not possible to be that perfect ever. So as we're thinking about those imaginings and the puzzle box and the Cenobites and being promised the world by random strangers on the internet, we do have to take a break. It's getting to be the top of the hour here at Tripping the Void at wbhm-db.com, and we will be right back.
Support for NPR and the following message come from Sony Pictures Classics' new film, Never Look Away, from the writer-director of Academy Award-winning The Lives of Others, and inspired by real events, in select theaters now.